Hi everyone, my dude, my bro, my friends, welcome to the channel. So in this video, I'll explain the storyline of Resident Evil 3. The game will be set in Raccoon City, which is one day before Resident Evil 2, which you can check out the video. Without further ado, let's go to the story. The story happens on September 28, 1998. Our main character in this game will be Jill Valentine. She just woke up and doing her mission to investigate Umbrella, which makes her to stay Raccoon City for days. One day, she just woke up from a nightmare, and bro, why do you look at your face like that? Are you pretty? Never mind. While she's awake, another STARS member, Brad Vickers, contacted Jill to get out the city.
Alright, let me grab my...
A tyrant-type zombie called Nemesis comes after Jill and Brad in the city, and the condition of Raccoon City is also not that good. It was really chaotic. Both Jill and Brad had to escape from this madness. Jill successfully escaped from the zombie party, but Brad did not survive at all, so Jill had to leave him. Jill finally reached the rooftop where she saw a helicopter to escape from the city. But that's not gonna happen for you, Jill. The zombies still chase her and she decided to crash him with a car. But that zombie did not die at all. Luckily, she was saved by a Latino guy named Carlos Oliveira, a mercenary who works with the Umbrella, and made his team where they are trying to rescue civilians. Jill had no choice but to join Carlos and the team.
Alright. I'm in.
Then Jill is tasked to go to the subway to restore the power in order to evacuate the citizens. After restoring the power for the subway, Jill and Nemesis play hide and seek until she sees Nemesis infecting people to become zombie. Jill managed to escape the Nemesis and meet Carlos at the station.
Nice job, Super Cop.
But the Nemesis comes back to the subway. It seems like the Nemesis is only looking for Jill, so Jill decided to use herself as a bait, which gives Carlos and the team some time to escape from the Nemesis. Jill and Nemesis are rematching their hide and seek, and yeah, Jill was able to escape from the Nemesis once again. But Nemesis caught her again. This time, Nemesis brings a flamethrower, but Jill kills him. Jill then meets another person who was in the Resident Evil 2, where he keeps something secret from Jill, which is his daughter who was infected by the zombie. What happened on him after Resident Evil 2? I don't know. Moving on. Nemesis is still alive, and he brings a rocket launcher. But at least, Carlos arrives to save her from this thing. Both of them will go to the subway, but Carlos is not going to the train because of
Cold, cruel, Carlosless world.
Okay.
where he and his colleague Tyrell need to go back to the city and find Nathaniel Bart because he has the vaccine that could save the whole city. Whereas Jill, Mikhail, and Nikolai are taking the train. But there's something happened on their train. It turns out Nemesis is still alive, but Nikolai betrays them, which he let them die. But Mikhail bombed himself with the Nemesis.
Get off my train, shitbird!
I guess you know what happened next. The train then crashes out somewhere. Meanwhile, Carlos and Tyrell are right now in the same police station in Resident Evil 2. And they saw how Marvin got injured when he turns out Brad became a zombie and bites Marvin. So Marvin had to go to the police station quickly. Carlos finally kills Brad for good and goes to the STAR office where Dr. Bart is calling STARS from the hospital. But as you know, there's no STARS, no police officers that can help him. Moving on to Jill. It turns out Capcom gives her blood armor, which she survived from the train, and she saw Nemesis goes to the river. She then tells Carlos about what happened on the train and the other team members. And the Nemesis be like,
Surprise, motherfucker!
another round for Jill and Nemesis, but this time, Nemesis looks like Wild Mud from Ben 10. She somehow defeated the Nemesis.
Right, let's do this. Stop it!
But yeah, Jill got injected with a T-virus through Nemesis. And Nikolai is still watching Jill with the Nemesis for the whole time. Bruh, what a son of a Jill will be AFK for a half day. At this moment, everything in Resident Evil 2 happened. Carlos finally found Jill and took her to the hospital while also looking for Dr. Bart. He arrives at the hospital, but Dr. Bart is already dead. He finds the vaccine which can cure the T-virus. Carlos then tells Tyros that he found it and tells them to be careful.
Careful. Have you seen this town? It'll be a fucking miracle if I get there in one piece.
Say that again?
Carlos then injects the vaccine to Jill, but not sure if the vaccine works or not. Tyrell then tells Carlos that on October 1st, 1998, Raccoon City will be destroyed in a single missile strike, which is tomorrow. However, the zombies are coming to the hospital, and Carlos has to defend the hospital and succeed. He's going to tell the government that they have found the vaccine. And by the way, I like that this guy is saying,
Ballsy motherfucker.
Jill wakes up and meets Carlos, but Carlos turns into a zombie and kills her. But Jill finally wakes up and finds out what will happen to the Raccoon City. So Jill goes to the storage facility which is on the underground of the hospital, while Tyrell negotiates with the government to launch the vaccine in the city instead of launching a missile. But Nikolai shut off the electricity in the underground. Tyrell tells Jill that the government is willing to negotiate about this. Both of them are looking for the vaccine, but Tyrell did not make it alive. Rest in peace, Tyrell. Jill finally reached the lab and make the vaccine synthesis where she had to collect the ingredients. But something strangles her, which is the nemesis. But at least, she managed to escape from him. Jill almost falls after being attacked by nemesis. But Nikolai takes the vaccine and drops her down, which makes Jill fight with the nemesis once again. Then, Carlos assists and saves Jill from the nemesis, while he drops the acid to kill him for good. Jill reached Nikolai, but Nikolai still refused to give it back the vaccine to her. He also collects the combat data throughout the story in order to get money from the Umbrella. Somehow, Nemesis is able to survive a pool of acid and become an unshaped creature. Jill has to defeat Nemesis, while Carlos chases Nikolai. During the fight, Jill finds a railgun called Finger, which can hurt the Nemesis. And she finally kills him for the last time, once and for all.
Come on! Next time, take the fucking hit!
She then goes to the rooftop to chase Nikolai. She found Carlos was injured by Nikolai. Bruh, I can't believe how this motherfucker is still alive. Nikolai then destroyed the vaccine so easily.
No!
Jill then shoots Nikolai, which is gonna hurt Carlos too. And Carlos tells his
Hey, I told you I couldn't leave you in a Carlos's world. That would just be too cruel.
Nikolai is still alive, but you know, he won't make it alive. Finally, Jill and Carlos escape from the Raccoon City while seeing the city destroyed. But again, it's another classic happy ending of Resident Evil series, where the protagonist survived in a helicopter and boom. Jill then tells us what happened on the Raccoon City is not because of the zombies, but the grief of a company that led to the destruction of a city, where innocent people had to pay the price. The end. Alright, that's all for today's video. So what do you think about the story? Let me know in the comment. And next, I'll make the storyline of Resident Evil 4. If you are interested for more content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe this channel. As always, thanks for watching, bye.